everybody, welcome back to Art a la Carte and episode 2 of the second edition of 100 Character Draw Challenge. I did this challenge before, but with much tinier pieces of paper. This time I have this amazingly gorgeous sketchbook and I'm going to fill it up with 100 drawings. So these are the entries from the first episode, and I'll leave a link to that in the playlist in the description box below so you can go and check that out. So today I'm going to be drawing 3 brand new characters that you guys get to vote on who wins this round. Last week I had a little goof, and for the first couple of days of the video I had the wrong link, so you guys couldn't go and actually vote at the poll. So a lot of you, thank you, voted in the comment section below, and then once I got the correct link put into the description, then you guys went over and voted. So I went ahead and counted the votes in the poll and went and counted every single vote in the comment section, added those two together, and I will let you know the winner a little bit later on in this video. But first, I want to talk about the first character that I'm drawing. Again, this paper does not take pencil super well, and so I did a very light sketch with it and then went in with inking right away before I got the details in, and you can see my first mistake in my drawing. I got really excited with the skirt idea. I wanted the skirt to be flowing and billowing down over onto the second page, but I forgot to ink in the rest of her arm, and so I had to resort to something I haven't had to do in a long time, which is to tuck the arms back behind the back. I used to do that all the time before I learned how to draw hands. Hands are stinking hard. So yeah, they were usually all either holding something that was covering them up, stuck in pockets, or folded behind their back. So she's looking like she's pondering or something. I don't know. How many of you guys do that though? If you can't draw something, just conveniently hide it. Yeah, I did that for a long time until I finally just sat down and really worked on drawing hands. And they're still a little tricky, but I'm much better at it. So for the coloring concept, I wanted her to be kind of this flowing gradients of color. So I started off with a dark purple hair that went into like a really light pink, and then for her dress I wanted to do this emerald green that flowed into a really light green, and then reverse for the underskirt, so the underskirt starts really dark and then flows up into a lighter shade. The thing I find fun with these kinds of character design challenges is you don't just focus on the overall character design, you're also pushing yourself in clothing designs and styles and things like that, and you'll find that those kind of pop out. So that was a fun little sketch to do. I'm not overly excited about her face, but the dress is really cool. I like her hair. For names of my characters, I have a hard time thinking of names. Sometimes there is a character in this round that as I'm drawing it, the name just comes to me. They just let me know they have a name already. But a lot of times that doesn't happen, so I have to come up with a name, and I'm not great at that. So I've asked you guys in the comment section below to give me name suggestions so that when I'm in a slump and can't think of a name, I can look into the comment sections and pull a name out. So this one, I chose the name Naya. Naya? Probably is Naya. I thought that's very pretty. So there is the first character that you get to choose to vote on if you think she's the best of the 3, because I'm going to do 3 characters this round. The next character that I decided to do, like I said before, doing these 100 character draw challenges not only gets you to think about character design, but pushes you in areas. And so for this character, I found that her position was a good challenge for me, and I kind of varied from my typical body type, which has always been kind of a slender, sleek character, and I've been enjoying drawing characters that have a little bit more oomph to their bodies. So you can see this girl's got some good calves and thighs, and I just love her. So the only problem with doing this in a sketchbook is if you mess up, it's in the sketchbook. Like if it's a separate sheet of paper, you can just toss that paper aside and start again. But in a sketchbook, what you put down is what you got. Especially with this one, it would really be hard to remove a paper without it being noticeable. So for win or fail, I have to keep every single sketch. Luckily, even though this was a challenging position to draw, I think she turned out relatively well. Now this, again, is also one of those characters that her name was known to me very early on as I was working on her. So her name is Luca, which I think is a cute name. I like her name, but her background story that I came up with her is that she is just a genius, and she does a lot of researches in libraries and in her lab. So she rarely ever gets out into the sunshine. So this is on one of the rare occasions that she comes out, and it's just really bright out. She's been really used to the dark. She shouldn't be reading in dark areas. It's not good for your eyes, but she has been. So she's shading her eyes and getting a breath of fresh air. Maybe she just made a breakthrough discovery. I don't know, but she seems really happy. So I love Luca's character. The first episode with our 3 characters, it was really close between 2 of the characters. Between Saren and Everdale was really, really close. And it kind of came down to just like 5 votes that made the difference. But the winning character for last week's challenge, not last week, I keep forgetting I'm not doing this weekly, I'm trying to do it every other week, in the last challenge, is Everdale. So thank you guys for voting. And again, at the end of this video, you can vote as well. So I'll have a link in the description box below so you can head over and actually put your vote in digitally so I don't have to count them. But if you do decide to vote in the comment section, would you put the name that you vote for at the very first thing? You can talk about whatever else you want to talk about. I love reading your comments, but it just helps me if I don't have to search all the comments to find names when I'm doing an actual count. So put the name of who you like the best in the comments, or better yet, use the link and vote in the polls. So this is the final character. I'm not going to try to sway you in this, but first of all, it's a male character, which you guys know I don't do a lot of guy drawings, but he was so cute and I absolutely adore him. You vote for who you want. That's the thing I have to remember, is I can have my favorites, but you guys get to have your complete favorites. But while I was drawing him, his story came out of nowhere and I love it so much that I might just have to make it into a small mini comic. I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that because now I'm like really wanting to do that. And as you know, I already have a comic that I'm working on. I'm working on a mermaid comic. I've been working on it for 3 years now. Finishing projects, always a challenge. But this one, is so cute. I love this story. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. If I decide to put it into a short little mini comic, I'll let you know where you can go and look at that. But yeah, we're coming towards the end. For this one, I think I'll show you in a little bit where I choose his name from one of your comments, but his name is Oren. So that's it. One other thing before I end this video is if you're doing the 100 character draw challenge or just designing characters, I would love to see them. Please make sure to tag me in your pictures and social media. I'll leave all my social media links in the description box below along with that link. And that's the end of the video. So go out, vote, let's draw. God bless you guys. We'll see you in the next art video, and keep being awesome. That wasn't my normal ending, but it is now. Bye.